English podcast.
From Learn English with Joy. Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to Learn English with Joy, the podcast where learning English feels just like having a friendly chat. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're walking, cooking, or just relaxing on your couch, this is your time to enjoy English. Today's episode is all about a very useful topic: how to order food at a restaurant. From cafes to fancy places, this is something you'll definitely use in real life. And don't worry, we'll guide you step by step. Joining me, as always, is my amazing co-host, Chris. You'll hear our voices throughout this episode as we walk you through real conversations, practical phrases, and even a little story time to keep it fun.
Thanks, Emily, and hello, everyone. Today, you'll not only learn helpful phrases, but also feel more confident when speaking English in real situations, like ordering your favorite meal. Feel free to grab a notebook if you'd like to write down new vocabulary, or just relax and enjoy listening. Let's dive in together. Learning English has never felt this joyful.
So, let's imagine you just arrived at a restaurant. The waiter walks over to greet you. Here's how the conversation might sound.
And guess what? In today's scene, Alexander is playing the waiter.
That's right. I've got the apron and everything. Let's go. Hello, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Can I see the menu, please?
Great. Let's repeat that together. Can I see the menu, please?
Can I see the menu, please?
This is a polite and common way to ask for the menu. You can use this in any restaurant, formal or casual. Here's a tip. The word menu sounds like menu, not menu.
Once you have the menu, you might want to know what the restaurant recommends. That's when you can ask, "What's the special today?"
What's the special today? This question is helpful when you want to try something new or popular. The word special here means the dish that the chef is offering today. It's not on the regular menu.
So now let's put it all together. Hi, thank you. Can I see the menu, please?
Sure. Today's special is grilled salmon with lemon sauce.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Easy, right? Don't worry if you can't say it perfectly the first time. Just keep repeating with us. And soon, it'll feel natural.
Hi, thank you. Can I see the menu, please?
Sure. Today's special is grilled salmon with lemon sauce.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Easy, right? Don't worry if you can't say it perfectly the first time. Just keep repeating with us, and soon it'll feel natural. Now, to make things even more interesting, we have two special guests joining us today. Please welcome Mark and Alexander. Mark is a calm and thoughtful English learner. He's the quiet type, a bit shy when speaking, but always trying his best. And then we have Alexander, full of energy, playful, sometimes a bit dramatic, and very confident in English. He's the kind of person who speaks fast, jokes a lot, and loves being the center of attention. What's fun is that they're close friends, and today they'll share a real story about one night when they went to a restaurant together in Italy. Let's just say, it didn't go exactly as planned.
Let's listen to a real story about communication, confusion, and some unexpected laughs.
So, this happened on our second night in Rome. We were super hungry after a long day of sightseeing, and we found this cozy little Italian restaurant just around the corner from our hotel. It looked perfect, warm lights, good smells, and friendly staff. I told Alexander, "Tonight I'm going to order by myself, no help." I wanted to practice my English in a real situation. I even rehearsed in my head, "I would like the grilled chicken and a glass of sparkling water."
But when the waiter came to our table, my mind just went blank. I couldn't remember how to say grilled. I started panicking. And sparkling water? Totally gone from my brain.
And that's when I jumped in and said, haha, just joking, of course. Just say, bring me something amazing. I thought he'd laugh.
But I didn't realize it was a joke. So I looked at the waiter, smiled, and said, bring me something amazing? The waiter just stared at me, completely confused. I've never wanted to disappear more in my life.
So what happened next?
I tried to fix it. I took a deep breath and said, "Excuse me, can I have the um chicken but cooked on fire?"
Cooked on fire?
I know. I meant grilled. But I couldn't remember the word. I just said what came to mind.
You mean grilled chicken?
Yes, that. Grilled.
And then I added, and he'll also take sparkling water, the one with bubbles.
I tried to follow up and said, "Yes, Bubbles, fizzy water?" At that point, the waiter just nodded politely, but I could tell he was trying hard not to laugh.
Let's pause for a second. This is a great moment to learn. Sparkling water means beverage, the kind with bubbles. In the UK, people also say fizzy water. Both are correct, but sparkling water is more common in restaurants. Grilled means cooked over heat or flame, like on a barbecue or in a grill pan. This is why learning phrases, not just words, is so important.
Exactly. That's why I always tell my students, if it sizzles, it's grilled. If it pops, it's sparkling.
Honestly, that sentence helped me remember both words. Now I'll never forget them.
So next time you go out to eat, remember, don't just memorize words. Practice real phrases in real situations.
After that moment, I felt so embarrassed, my face was probably bright red. I just kept thinking, why did I say cooked on fire? But to be fair, the waiter was really kind. He didn't laugh or make me feel bad. He smiled, spoke slowly, and really tried to understand me. That helped a lot. What I remember most is how being polite made everything feel less scary. I said please every time I spoke, even when my words weren't perfect. And that really helped me feel safe and respected. I felt nervous, but now I remember that saying please is always helpful. Even when I didn't say it right, being polite helped me feel safe.
Yeah, I guess I was having a little too much fun. I thought I was helping, but maybe I made it worse by joking too much. Well, I was teasing, but I learned to slow down and help. Sometimes, when you're fluent, you forget what it feels like to struggle with a word.
That's a really important point. For people who speak English well, it's easy to forget how hard it is in the beginning. What learners need most isn't pressure, it's patience, kindness, and encouragement.
That's such a great reminder. You know, this story shows us something really important. It's okay to make mistakes. What matters is trying and always being respectful. Learning to communicate in English is a journey. And like any journey, it comes with moments of confusion, laughter, and growth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be brave enough to speak and kind enough to stay polite.
Exactly. Now I always practice what I'm going to say before I go out to eat. And if I forget a word, I smile and say it simply. That way, I stay calm and people usually understand me.
Next time, I'll bring flashcards and sparkling water, but I promise not to tease. Much.
Thank you, Mark and Alexander, for sharing your story with us.
Yes, it's stories like these that make learning real. Not just about grammar and vocabulary, but about confidence and connection.
That's the joy of learning together. We laugh, we learn, and we grow.
Now that we've heard their story, let's take a few minutes to practice some useful phrases that you can use the next time you go to a restaurant. Let's start with how to order a meal. One of the most natural and polite ways is, "I'd like the chicken pasta." Repeat after me.
I'd like the chicken pasta.
One more time. "I'd like the chicken pasta."
This sentence uses I'd like, a short form of I would like.
It's more polite than just saying, "I want." You can use it with any dish. "I'd like the vegetable soup." "I'd like a cheeseburger." "I'd like a large pizza with extra cheese."
Perfect. Now, what if you're not sure about the taste of the food? For example, maybe you don't like spicy food. Here's a useful question. Is this spicy? Let's practice. Is this spicy? One more time. Is this spicy? You can also change the word spicy to anything else. Is this sweet? Is this cold? Is this salty?
That's a great point. Now let's talk about asking for a drink. This is something we all do when we sit down at a restaurant. A very common and polite phrase is,
Can I have some water, please? Let's say that together. Can I have some water, please? Again. Can I have some water, please?
You can also use this phrase with other drinks. Can I have a cup of tea? Can I have an orange juice? Can I have a coffee with milk?
Now let's imagine you're reading the menu and you want to know the price before ordering. Maybe you're on a budget or just curious. Here's how to ask. How much is the soup? Let's say it together. How much is the soup? Again. How much is the soup? You can also ask about other dishes. How much is the pasta? How much is the sandwich? How much is the grilled salmon?
Very useful, especially when prices are not listed on the menu. Another helpful question is when you want to know if a dish includes a specific ingredient. This is especially important if you have allergies or dietary preferences. Let's practice this question. Does this have milk in it?
Repeat after me. Does this have milk in it? Once more. Does this have milk in it? You can replace milk with other ingredients. Does this have nuts? Does this have eggs? Does this have seafood? This type of question is not only practical, it also shows that you're being careful and respectful. Staff members are usually happy to help when you ask clearly and politely.
Let's now do a quick review of everything we've learned in this section. I'll say the sentence first, and you repeat after me. I'd like the chicken pasta. Is this spicy? Can I have some water, please? How much is the soup? Does this have milk in it?
Excellent work. Let's try a short practice conversation using these phrases.
Hello, are you ready to order?
Yes, I'd like the chicken pasta, please.
Would you like anything to drink?
Can I have some water, please?
Sure, anything else?
Is the pasta spicy?
No, it's not spicy.
Great. Also, how much is the soup?
It's $6.
Thank you. Does the soup have milk in it?
Yes, it does.
Then I'll just have the pasta. Thank you.
This is a great example of how to use polite, simple English in real situations. Remember, the more you practice, the more confident you'll feel.
Don't be afraid to repeat these phrases many times. Say them out loud. Use them with friends, or just speak to yourself in the mirror. It works.
Let's repeat each key phrase one more time together. I'd like the chicken pasta. Is this spicy? Can I have some water, please? How much is the soup? Does this have milk in it?
Well done. These phrases may seem simple, but they're powerful. They help you communicate clearly, respectfully, and with confidence.
Up next, we'll walk you through a short, interactive roleplay where you'll get to try using these phrases yourself. But before that, take a deep breath and give yourself some credit. You're doing great.
Let's imagine you're at a nice, cozy restaurant. You walk in, take a seat, and the waiter approaches your table. Emily will play the role of the waiter. You'll play yourself, the guest. Let's begin.
Good evening. Are you ready to order?
Yes, I'd like the grilled salmon, please.
Would you like any drinks?
Just water, thank you.
Great. Would you like any appetizers?
No, thank you. I'm fine with just the main dish.
Perfect. I'll be back shortly with your order. Now it's your turn. Let's go through each line again, and this time, you'll speak out loud. Good evening. Are you ready to order? Now you try. Say your answer out loud.
Would you like any drinks? Now you try. Ask for your favorite drink.
Would you like any appetizers? Now you try. You can say, no thank you, or choose a small starter.
Well done. That's what we mean by interactive learning. You're not just listening, you're speaking, thinking, and building confidence step by step.
And remember, even if you feel nervous, it's okay. This is how real communication happens. One phrase, one polite answer at a time.
You can repeat this role play again later and even change the dish or drink. Try saying something new each time. For example, I'd like the vegetable soup, or can I have iced tea?
The more you try, the more natural it feels. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep going. We're proud of you.
Now let's look at some other useful phrases, the kind you'll need when something doesn't go quite as planned.
That's right. In real life, you may need more time to decide, ask for something extra, or even let the staff know if something isn't quite right. Let's go through these one by one.
First, what if the waiter comes too early and you're still looking at the menu? No worries. You can simply say, "Can I have a few more minutes?"
Let's say that together.
Can I have a few more minutes?
It's short, clear, and very polite. Now, what if your food arrives and it's too salty or too spicy? Don't panic.
Just say it calmly and respectfully.
Try this. Excuse me, this is too salty.
Repeat with me. Excuse me, this is too salty.
You can replace salty with cold, spicy, or undercooked, depending on the situation. The key is to stay polite and use a soft tone.
Here's another useful phrase. Maybe you drop your fork or you need a napkin. You can politely get the waiter's attention by saying, "Excuse me, could I get a napkin?"
Try it now. Excuse me, could I get a napkin? In all these situations, remember, being polite is more important than being perfect. You don't have to use big words or long sentences. Just speak clearly, slowly, and kindly.
Exactly. Restaurant staff usually appreciate it when you try, even if you make small mistakes.
So don't worry if you forget a word. Just smile, stay calm, and say what you need as best you can. That's what real communication is all about.
Now let's move on to the last part of your restaurant experience, paying the bill and finishing the meal.
One of the most common and polite ways to ask for the bill is, "Can I get the check, please?" Repeat after me. "Can I get the check, please?" Or if you're in the UK, people often say,
"Can I have the bill, please?" Here's a helpful tip. Check is more common in American English. Bill is used more often in British English. But both are correct, and waiters will understand either.
If you're not sure how to pay, you can ask, "Do you take credit cards?" Say it with me. Do you take credit cards? This is useful when you're not sure if the restaurant accepts card payments.
And don't forget, if you had good service, it's kind to leave a tip. You can say, "I'd like to leave a tip." One more helpful phrase. What if something on the bill is wrong? You can say, "Excuse me, I didn't order this."
These phrases help you finish your meal politely and clearly. Just like the beginning of the meal, the end is a chance to communicate with confidence and kindness. Great job getting this far. Today, you've learned a lot. Really. From the moment you sit down at a restaurant to the moment you walk out the door, you now have the tools to speak clearly and respectfully. We've practiced how to order food, ask questions about dishes, make polite requests, and pay the bill with confidence.
Now it's your turn. Let's try a little challenge.
Think about the last time you went to a restaurant. What did you order? How did you speak to the waiter? Try to describe that experience in English. Start with something simple like, last weekend, I went to a restaurant. I ordered grilled chicken and rice. The waiter was very kind. I asked, "Can I have some water, please?" Then I paid the bill and said thank you. Or if you haven't been to a restaurant recently, you can imagine one. Make it fun. Pretend you're ordering your favorite meal in your dream cafe.
Remember, mistakes are part of learning. What matters is practice. Every time you speak, you're improving. You're building confidence, and that's something to celebrate.
So go ahead, tell your story out loud or write it down in English. And don't be shy. You're doing amazing.
And now, it's time for a little fun. Let's review today's vocabulary with a quick quiz.
And guess what? Our friends Mark and Alexander are back to help us out. They'll take turns giving you one word at a time. Ready? Let's go.
Word 1, appetizer. Definition, small food before the main meal. Example, I ordered soup as an appetizer.
Word 2, spicy. Definition, having a strong, hot taste. Example, the curry is very spicy. Be careful.
Word 3, check. Definition, the bill in a restaurant. Example, can I get the check, please?
Word 4, reservation.
Definition, booking a table in advance. Example, I made a reservation for 7 p.m. Word 5, allergic. Definition, reacting badly to something you eat. Example, I'm allergic to peanuts.
Word 6, polite. Definition, being nice in words and behavior. Example, please and thank you are polite words.
Word 7, delicious. Definition, very tasty. Example, this pizza is delicious.
Word 8, waiter. Definition, person who brings your food. Example, the waiter was friendly and fast.
Word 9, napkin. Definition, cloth to clean your mouth or hands. Example, can I get a napkin?
Word 10, tip. Definition, extra money for service. Example, I left a tip for the good service.
Great work, everyone. Let's quickly go over all 10 words again. Appetizer, spicy, check, reservation, allergic, polite, delicious, waiter, napkin, tip.
Try using 3 of these words in your English practice today. You can write a short story, speak out loud, or even use them in a real conversation. The more you use them, the more natural they'll become.
And if you want, choose your favorite word and tell us why in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Learning vocabulary is one thing. Using it in real life, that's where the magic happens. Keep it up and keep learning with joy.
Before we wrap up today's episode, we just want to remind you of something really important. It's okay to make mistakes when you speak English. You don't have to be perfect.
Exactly. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Every time you try, even just one word or one sentence, you're already improving.
There's a quote I love from James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits. He said, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." In other words, small steps, repeated often, matter more than big dreams that stay in your head.
That's such a great reminder. Speaking English isn't about knowing every grammar rule. It's about showing up, opening your mouth, and saying something. Even if it's just, "Can I have some water, please?"
So here's our challenge for you today. Say one sentence in English out loud. Just one. It doesn't have to be long or fancy. It can even be the word delicious. What matters is you said it.
We believe in you, and we're so happy to be part of your English journey.
Thanks for spending this time with us. Keep speaking, keep smiling, and as always,
Keep learning with joy.